Ladies and gentlemen, we tuned in tonight. Welcome to the P.O.V. podcast.
That's how you gonna start it off?
Tremendously blessed. I got a great company with me tonight. To my far right, I have my brother Jordan.
Peace.
My brother Darren. My co-host, not G. Carter. And we had the lovely Miss Betty in the building.
Nigga violated.
You know, we have a great topic for the great conversation for you guys tonight. It's a real good conversation. It's very it's a little
It's a little razzle dazzle.
a little rough, but we're gonna discuss it here on the POV podcast.
Yeah,
You know, with everything's going on in the modern day world, and since the beginning of time, you know, us as people, we deal with racism on a high level, very high level.
That's a fact.
And you know, with the Freddie Grays, the Marcus Garveys, the Fred Hampton, Dewey P. Newens, all the guys, all our leaders, Martin and Malcolm, Eko Tucson Lucci, everybody who came before us, you know, that was, you know, killed just with our everyday lives in our communities, in the work world, different things we go through every day. I just got a question for my panel tonight, and might I add, these are very intelligent people. So don't think I'm just giving bubblegum answers. The first question I want to ask, and I'm gonna start with you, Jordan, is do black people have a right to be racist?
Racist. When you say racist, you mean the fact that you hate somebody because of the color of their skin, but you have no fact or idea, anything about that particular people, culture?
Yeah, I do. But with everything that, let's say, we're gonna use the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Put us through. Do we have a right to view it the same?
I mean, I don't think racism is a right. I feel, honestly, you know, black people, we come from love.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? We show white people how to wash their ass, show white people how to do everything that it is that they do. We taught them science, mathematics. So the only thing that we would be doing is just angry. We just be angry. So when you say racist, I don't think we have the right to be racist.
What about right to be angry?
Angry, absolutely. Absolutely. Be angry all the fuck you want, but it's what you're gonna do about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's about doing something about it. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know this about Martin. You know what I'm saying? Martin started talking about money before. A lot of people won't show that. They'll talk about the I Had a Dream speech and all that. But see, that wasn't really who Martin was. Martin promoted peace, but he also talked about getting physical with Malcolm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Malcolm, when they was coming together, so it was about a means of demand and respect. And that's what we need to demand. But we can't do that, like we were talking prior. We can't demand respect without respecting each other. So racism, nah, we don't have a right to be racist. That's not how we kill them. We kill them off through their pockets. We have the largest spending power in the world. So we stop spending money with everybody else and start spending money with each other. Keep the black dollar circulating.
Okay.
That's how we do it.
Buy back the
What
block.
about you, my brother?
See, my head worked differently. Nah, I ain't even trying to make money. My head worked differently, like he said, angry, yeah. We deserve to be angry for everything, all the past situations that we still going through, the stuff that we still get notified about, the stuff that, even on your phones, you see little flashbacks of incidents, people getting killed by police, by white officers, black guys, and killing people in front of their kids over basically little or nothing. So it's like, yeah, angry, and then that your anger kinda pushes you in the direction to want to be ignorant about certain situations too. And that's my thing. Cause me and my girl, we just had a little dispute a couple days ago on the police. Matter of fact, it was a video. A dude in his car, he wasn't doing nothing. The car was off, he was just in his car. He was eating or whatever. Cops burned down on the car, harassed him for no reason. He didn't want to roll the window down. He not doing nothing. Me and I had a dispute. Like, I'm with bro. I'm siding with bro. I'm in my car eating.
So it's a lot of injustice.
Yeah, like I'm like, bro, why you burn down on my car for? Ain't no suspicious act or nothing. I could be sitting outside my house or whatever. You don't gotta be burning down my car, flashing your light, this and that. I'm in here by myself eating food, literally eating food, stuffing my face with fries. So it's a touchy situation. Like, honestly, I'm somewhat an asshole because any chance I get, not even no bullshit. I'm somewhat an asshole because I use my power as a black man to to not really have to do certain things. Like police, they get carried away.
They abuse their power.
Yeah, to the fifth hour. Like, not for nothing, if you pulling somebody over or you're getting called to a certain scene or a certain environment where it's a disturbance, then actually come there for that reason. Don't come there for nothing else prior to what you're really supposed to be here for.
So in terms of, you know, do we have the right? You agree with Brother Jordan? It's just we have a right to be angry.
Yeah.
Not racist towards.
No, that's what I'm saying. It depends on what the situation is. Or it depends on how I'm feeling.
So with you, it's a mood. Like,
yeah,
I can be racist if I want to. I'm in that mood. Okay, Brother Derek, be racist if you want to. Me, family. I'm not racist, right? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what racist is, right? I was reading something, and it was talking about how racism, the term started because everybody from all over was racing to get us from where we were to bring us to different places. So that's where the term race, you know, racism started. So you had people from the South, North, everybody racing to go pick up a group of people and bring them over here.
Right. I don't mean to cut you off. Real quick, I was chilling for a second, but it just brought back a memory. Me and my shorty, we had took a family vacation last year down in Florida, and me and her people, we had made a Walmart run. I walked in there, some old white man sitting down on they little sitting area. Matter of fact, I think he might have been one of them little carts that they give you to ride around if you need it when you that elderly. So he's sitting there, and I'm walking past him. We like, young man, come in for a second. White old dude. I'm like, how you doing, sir? Well, like, what's up? He said, how tall are you? I'm like, 6'3". He like, you know who else is 6'3"? He said, Donald Trump. I said, God bless, brother. I ain't here for that.
Everybody put you on the market.
I ain't here for that.
I understand. But my thing is, you know, like, in terms of me being a racist, I'm not a racist, but I am highly angry with a lot of situations that have happened and that's continuously happening, you know, around the world. So in terms of being a racist, like I said, I'm not a racist. I don't dislike white people. That's not my thing. Do I trust them? No. I don't trust none of them, sorry, but I don't dislike them at all. I just don't trust them because a lot of times they come at you with compassion and they stab you in the back. They came and got us with compassion. They came and told a lot of our families we was going to be workers, and it went the other way. So I'm not a racist. I just don't trust them, and more power to them. What about you, Brother Najee?
I'm not a racist, man. I got I got a lot of good white friends, you understand what I'm saying? Caucasian friends, you know. I think as far as they go, it's some good ones and some bad ones. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of them, nobody's born racist. Racism is taught.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So racism is taught. So growing up, you know, nowadays is, you know, mixed. Believe it or not, having mixed kids is the thing now. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of white people go against their family members to have, oh, I'm gonna go date me a black guy on purpose so I can have a mixed baby, you know, so I can kill racism. So, but you know, certain states though, like Florida is a racist state. Texas, racist state. Pennsylvania, racist state. Like those states right there, like hold a lot of Confederate flags and all that. Like they're racist states. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, when you're in a racist state, you're in a racist state. You know when you're in a racist state. You know what I mean? Like it's a different type of vibe. It's a different type of feeling. But I don't
the
really.
Air different.
Yeah, the air different. I don't really believe in racism in myself.
Yeah,
because I think that, you know, like
I think it consumes us too. Like when we were never the hostile people, angry people. So I think when we do that.
Because
go ahead, Ms. Betty. Go ahead.
The term racism means one feeling superior over another group.
Yeah.
And we keep saying, okay, you may not be racist over white people, but are you racist over Latinos? Are you racist over Africans? So when you say racism, is it still alive and well? What are you just protecting one group? Because if that's the case, you really have to evaluate yourself. As African Americans, if you're going by the Webster Dictionary of racism, we can't be racist because we never think we're superior over another group.
So that's my thing.
However, if you're going
racism,
by today's society, is what I was speaking with brother before about, that Najee, that I think it has elevated and it has mutated. I might not be racist over a white person getting ahead, but I might be racist over you getting ahead. Or you might be racist over me because you're superior.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that was taught to
No,
you.
but
It's
we
like
have
racism.
blacks,
That
we
was-
have
that was
blacks
taught
and
to them.
people of other culture that are moving up.
Yeah.
That was taught to them. I mean,
But
But I'm not saying it
that's
wasn't
from the
taught,
Willie
but
Lynch.
this is
This
what
is
I'm
what's
saying, so you
taught
have to
to people.
define what you're saying is racist, because it's just not black and white anymore in America.
It's not right.
So it's now, are you for people that say that they're not racist because they're not directing it towards white people are racist because they want the wall built. That's racism.
That's a good point right there.
That's racism.
So racism against your own people.
Well, you have Latinos being racist against other Latinos because they're superior. You have black people being racist
They
against
going
other
through,
black people.
them people are going through
So-
an identity crisis.
Do you think
That's what they're
racist,
going through,
though?
an identity crisis.
That's what my question is. If
I
we're
don't-
identifying it, I mean, if you go by the term of racism, as the Webster Dictionary, quote unquote, says, racism is one race feeling superior over another.
Okay.
That is the
So
dictionary
when
term.
you say, okay,
So if we're using that term, and you say that you're not that most people, we're just saying white and black right now. That's all we're dealing with. But there's other cultures out there.
absolutely.
So if you're going to say whether or not you're racist, you have to look at all of the cultures that are out there and what is your feeling against them? Or if you can sit here and say, I'm not racist against white people, but if you want the wall built, you're racist against Mexicans. You got what I'm saying?
But it not. I see
understand
what you're
where
saying,
you're coming
but
from.
there are many reasons for that wall. A lot of people have many reasons. I mean, the reason that is
There
planted.
was many reasons for slavery.
No, absolutely. No, I'm saying the reason that's been planted. I'm saying the reason that's been planted has been for against Mexicans. But honestly, you know what I'm saying, there's a flip side to it. I think it's perspective. Like you said, it's a lot of diversity within black people. You get what I'm saying? We have different cultures. And what I mean is, I think we discriminate against each other. You know, like we separate Haitians from Jamaicans and say, oh, nah, he Haitian or she Haitian, so I don't really rock with Haitians like that. Like, we not the same, because when a white person or a cop see you, they not going to say, oh, you Haitian, you Jamaican, they going to say nigga. Don't matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a basketball player, or a thief. You're a nigga. It don't matter.
Yeah.
So, I think, with that being said, it's just, we are so, like when you say black people, like, can we be racist? I don't think we can be racist in any type of way, form, or fashion. But if it comes to superiority, you know what I'm saying? It's like
That's a good word.
You still can't.
we are, but I mean, like, if we wanna technically be like, we are superior in everything.
No, but-
in everything.
but-
And I mean every single facet.
But we are, right?
But when you use
don't know
that,
that.
I think that because of the slave mentality. What Harriet Tubman said.
Hey, George,
she
listen.
said she would have saved more slaves if they
you
knew they were
slaves.
slaves.
That's my point, though,
You
right? So at the end of the day, these people who, like Sister Betty said,
That's what make it weird.
Can
like-
we be, superior over other races? These people was taught to hate. Like we was taught to hate each other. Like
No, that's a fact.
Like even just think about when we play sports. Oh, he's better than you. He give him a love from the coach. I don't like him, bro.
But
Like,
that-
No, that's
but
a
that
fact.
we-
weird.
it's supposed to be winning for everybody.
They done swagger jacked us for everything. How you gonna hate us when y'all stole everything from us?
I think
Like,
a lot
we
of
should
that.
get a
I
pass.
think that's why I'm saying it's
That's
an identity crisis.
We
A lot of
should
people
get a
who
pass.
think like that don't know who
Y'all
they are.
dance moves, y'all rhythm, y'all
Look.
fashion,
They hate
the
black
way
people.
y'all drive, the way
love our
y'all
women, right?
act.
They
Like,
love our women.
yeah.
Right? They you know what I'm saying? Their
But
women
we
love
hate-
them.
But we hate black people.
That's what I'm saying. We hate
I hate black people every
black
time.
people.
Let me explain something to you.
I don't hate black
And this
people.
is coming.
They just
This
annoying
is
from
coming
time to time.
from a different era of yours, and half of my crew gonna come up on this.
Stuck anyway.
The N word that you guys use was a word that was born out of hate.
Right.
It was born out of
And they
hate.
transformed.
Wait a minute. No, it didn't transform. They made you believe that it's. There's other words that were born out of hate that we never use. Call a Jew a Jew. Call a spick a spick. Call anyone else a derogatory name. Their best game they ever played on us was to tell us to make this name, that one word that they birthed out of hate, to make it be it means passion. It's a sign of love. How is a word born out of hate a sign of
No,
love?
I-
It's not.
You're right. I agree.
And if you want a word that's going to be born out of that's a sign of love, why instead of calling him the N-word, can you call him your brother?
Yeah.
Why can't you call him
See,
my
a lot-
brother?
but I'm with you.
But see, and what I'm going with that is, we keep saying they doing this, they doing that. It's not they,
Nah,
it's us.
it's us.
Because if we respect, when you say something about a Jew, you call somebody Jewish, in that community, they rise up. They call us anywhere. We don't rise up. We say, they don't call us the N-word.
what I think-
Donald Trump, they rise up. And what we were talking about earlier, they demand the respect and an apology, and they demand the respect.
I agree
We
with
do
you.
not.
I agree with you 100%, but I think what he was saying is that has all been taught to us. So whether or not it is us, until we wake up out of that sleep, until we wake up from that.
But can we start hearing you guys not use that term?
No, absolutely.
For
And
you?
it definitely takes time.
For me.
Who?
The N-word. For me.
The word
What,
Negro.
Yeah, for me.
Why
Can we
then?
not use that?
What's wrong with it?
Well, that's what she was
It's
saying.
born out of hate. It is not a word
Born out
that's
of
meant,
hate.
it's
What?
not a word that's born, it's not a
It's not-
word that was born to show
She-
endearment.
She's saying
It was never born to
because-
show endearment.
Because,
That word real quick.
no, because he's saying, the word nigger and N-I-G-G-E-R.
What about N-I-G-G-A?
But I'm saying,
It's the
but
same.
that's what I'm saying. Where did it? Where
You
did
change
it?
it, you change the spelling, it's the same.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
the
they
same.
convinced you of. It's not the
Nah.
same.
They ain't
They
convinced me of
convinced you
nothing.
it's not the
It's
same.
not how you use it.
It's not how you use
I call
it.
you like, yo, what y'all
If
niggas
I
doing?
beat you with a
I'm
belt,
calling you,
if
baby.
I
You gotta tell
beat
y'all
you,
niggas
wait,
doing.
if I beat you with a
Oh,
belt,
this is gonna be
a
good.
switch, or a strap, you still getting beat.
Right.
It doesn't matter what tool I'm using.
See, that's what was the weapon
You
of
know what I'm
choice
saying?
again?
That's like the word bitch, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, listen.
Yes.
It's like the word bitch.
Yes.
If I call a female a bitch,
Right.
it's crazy. But girls be like,
Yeah,
hey,
that's my
Right,
bitch.
it's the same.
Yeah.
I don't like them
Hey,
that refer
bitch.
to each other that way.
So why is that
It's
okay
just-
then?
It's not okay.
It's not.
And
Oh, it's not.
Shalil knows me. It's not okay to refer to me or any of my circle. Any of the women in my circle do not allow you to refer to them any word derogatory,
Right.
other than Miss, Ma'am, or my first name,
Nah,
or
that's-
by my last
that's totally
name. You
understandable.
know why? That's a demand of respect.
That's
So
a
if
fact.
I'm demanding that from you, you're going to give me respect when you come to me. But if I'm allowing you to call me anything, and because I changed the letter, and now it
Now it
doesn't mean the
changed,
same,
right.
I don't have to give you that respect.
That's a fact.
But I see,
Because
you
the
know,
respect wasn't born. Don't fight me. It wasn't born
no,
out
I'm
of
not gonna
that.
fight you on that.
Nah,
I
it
understand.
wasn't. But the way
Who
that
told you that?
the way that it makes me feel and the way that I carry myself when I use that word, it's not disrespectful.
Okay, but what is
If I
what
call you
makes
nigga, you call me nigga, and we
Okay,
understand
but
that.
why
White man
you
can call you
got
nigga.
yourself?
Huh?
White man can call you nigga.
For what? I ain't cool with him.
But this is what I'm saying.
But if you was cool with him, can he call you a nigga? If you was cool with him?
But this is what
Why?
I'm
Why?
saying.
That's what
That's
she's saying.
Guys, man,
If you it's not the belt, it's the
You
same
cool
thing.
with him,
So then the
though.
word don't.
Oh.
So then the word doesn't
trying
mean
other
what
words.
you're
You have to
saying
use
it
that word.
means.
That's what she's saying. And what
Then the
she's
word
saying
doesn't
is,
mean what you're saying
she's
it
saying
means.
is like, if I'm white and me and you cool and I can't call you a nigga, then why you using it?
Right.
Because if I
Because
can
that's
beat
my
you,
word.
how
Ain't
is
your
that
word.
your word?
It's not the word. I can't. Why
Yeah,
you
you
keep
can't
up with
use
it?
Y'all got nigga. We have nigga with an
It
A.
doesn't matter. You just changed it with a name.
But it derived- it
A
derived
slave
from
couldn't pronounce
I
the
derived from it,
ER.
and as I got older, the definition
A
changed.
slave couldn't pronounce
So,
the
but see,
ER.
Betty, I understand exactly what
No,
you're
you
saying.
don't.
And but it's
You need
no,
to have
no,
a woman.
wait,
What I want you guys
hold
to
on,
do,
hold on,
Shalil.
Betty. Wait a minute. Everybody have to have the floor.
Okay.
We understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I think the narrative that he's trying to parrot goes back to street slang. Now, I understand what you're saying. As far as the word is born out of hate. If a white person can use one, a black person should be able to use one,
Exactly.
regardless. But it is terminology in the body.
I'm not calling a white person nigga though.
Whether or not that it is right or wrong. It is terms people use in the street. Like you said, they
Right.
have made it very acceptable for us to do it. I understand what you're saying from your
Well,
perspective.
why can't we teach better, know better?
We can. I agree with
We
you.
totally
but
can.
I think that if you do that, you gotta go across the board.
I'm saying.
Like that's like even the word
Even
like
with-
simple shit. Like I'm sorry,
Yes.
motherfucker. like motherfucker.
That is
a curse.
that is
when
one of the-
you talk about
What's the history? What's the history of our
But
motherfucker?
honestly, but the honest, well, it's just, the term tells you. And you want to know what that comes from? Actually, a slave, a male slave, was breeded to his mother. That's where it comes
Just
from.
put a bag over it.
A male slave was breeded to his mother. So that's where it came from. So if you look at half of the derogatory words that we pick up, they were born out of slavery and born out
I
of
agree
hate
with you. I agree with that.
that was done to us. They would put a bag over a male's head and it would have him have sex with his mother to breed for children for stock. So once you know where the word is coming from,
I can't
it's
use
hard to use
motherfucker or
it.
nigga.
No.
Say that one more time. Say that last part one more time.
They put a bag over a
Disrespectful.
male's head and had him lay with his mother to breed children
Yeah.
of certain stock.
Keep the
If he's
slave
6'3", Big guy, they would have put a bag over his head and had him breed to his mother to make sure that they were getting more 6'3" African slaves.
Keep it on.
So that's where the word Mickey, I say Mickey Finn came from.
No, but I think you guys have very.
So,
very
alright,
good-
cool. Nah, I'm just trying to get a better
Just dropping
understanding.
jewels on you, my brother.
I'm just trying to get a better understanding.
That's
So
a major
to
fact right
me,
there.
to me,
Yeah.
one of the things that we have to do before we can even talk about other people or us being racist, we have to find in our hearts where we really want to be as a people. And I'm speaking from growing up in the 70s. I'm telling my age, y'all. But growing up in the 70s, we had our problems. We really did, but it was a unity there and the reason why we had the unity, because we had one common enemy. And it was them. We don't have a common enemy.
Y'all had
anymore.
y'all had unbelievable leaders too.
Right. No, but we don't need a leader.
they
The leader
had-
was the men in your
they
household.
had
We don't need a
but
leader.
no,
Y'all
My
had
leader-
unbe-
can I just-
y'all
I
had
hear
unbelievable
I hear
leaders.
exactly what you're saying, that you don't need a leader, but you gotta understand that we do.
Yes.
This is why. You gotta understand what our generation looks up to. People in the music industry that stand for nothing. Everything that we go for, we get shut down with. So
Systematically
we have
denied.
systematically denied, but we have
Facts.
no sense of direction. We have no sense of identity.
No guy or
Right.
So
something.
because we I'm as old as I am now, I've just found out what black love was. I've just seen it for the first time living with my uncle and aunt. You get what I'm saying? I haven't
Yes.
had that my whole life.
Black,
Yeah.
black,
I
black,
have-
please.
No, no, no.
No, it's not. Black love is
No,
real.
listen, I didn't know what
It's
love
real.
was. I didn't know what the truth was.
Right.
I didn't understand none of that. You get what I'm saying? I've been cut
And
off.
that's the village's fault.
But-
and I apologize that the
but
village
not-
didn't step up.
But it's
No,
not
I'm
just
just
you.
saying,
But
it's not just me,
it's
but it has to be accountability.
But nah, that's a fact. But it's
Yeah.
a system that we got. That's why
Yes.
I asked you, because each era it was something done.
Yes.
Either they took out our leaders, which incorporated all that, or it was drugs that wiped them out.
Or welfare.
Oh well, yeah, but not
So-
even, but nah, that too. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
think about it right now.
Need a
So
leader.
who are our strongest leaders right now that stand for something positive? So now you got the Nation of Islam, right? You got Farrakhan.
Last
You
leg.
know what I'm saying? The thing is with them, I respect them, I love them. But if you're not in the Nation of Islam, you're not with them.
Yep.
See, that was the difference. No matter
That's the
what
divide right
religious, no matter what, they didn't care about religion. It was if you're black, you with us. The Black Panther movement. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that was power. We don't have that. Why? We fight with each other. We don't, like I said, it's a church on every block.
Every block.
But you can't go in. It's locked.
Yeah, but not even that. It's a church on every block, right? We have taken on religious matters from the white man, right?
Religious
Invaded our
warfare.
own. Religious warfare. That's just one war we dealing with. Then we dealing with the war with drugs. We dealing with the war of who got fairer skin, who got better hair.
Mass incarceration
You know what I'm
war,
saying?
like-
We got it's really people that have nappy hair that think their hair is bad because it's nappy. Not understanding nappy is just the texture.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Then we got wars with ourselves that we fight with ourselves. You get what I'm saying?
And that's what
So-
I'm saying. So we're not
it's a
ready
lack-
for their war.
No, but it's the elite, whoever put the system in place.
That's what
is
racism
smart.
I know
is.
what that system is.
No,
That's what the
but it's-
racism is.
no,
You know what that system is.
Systematic.
It's
formed
That's a
to
fact.
oppress.
That's a fact.
Thank you, Fiona.
But I'm saying we took on the religion as of the oppressors. You know what I'm saying? What's the greatest mind of the oppressed? You feel me? The minds of the.
I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of things too was left out of the Bible. Like a lot where the biblical thing started from was in Africa, but a lot of things were left out of that Bible. So when you got that Bible during slavery, they made you believe that this, like you praying and you singing your spirituals is gonna get you up out of here.
But it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a
So
process.
it's what everybody spoke on earlier was your opinions and your views on the whole race thing and us hating each other. That has been taught. We're talking 500 plus years of systematically denying a group of people. So it's no coincidence. It's no surprise to me now when I see us going against each other. I understand it from the in-house nigga and the out-house nigga. I understand the whole term of it. If I work in corporate America, you get a raise, they tell you what, hey yo, why you going out there eating with them? Like, you eat with us now.
Right.
Oh, I'm too good now. If I'm working in the field picking cotton, you leave him outside. You go eat these oxtails. Give them the guts. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Or no, you get the prime rib. We gonna give you the oxtails. You gonna get the butt. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like It's no different now. It's everybody is out for self. That's the problem. We don't know who we are. It is an identity crisis with our people. We do not know how powerful we are, how beautiful we are.
We did.
must get right in.
Nah, that's
right
a fact.
But we did.
But we lost that.
We did.
But
That's
that's
where
what I'm
I
saying.
said. That's what I told him
This is what it is
earlier
now.
when I started. I said my generation dropped the ball, and that's what I was explaining to you about the generation that was born in the early '60s.
Right.
Civil rights became '65. We were the ones that dropped the ball because we didn't tell you how our
why do
lives
you think that?
The
Why do
leaders-
you think
the
that?
leaders
Why? Because our parents had finally, in a sense to them, arrived. They had finally got the American dream. And I know, oh God, this is going to hurt a lot of people.
false American
I am a Malcolm X fan. I love Martin Luther King, but I think he dropped the ball. Because I think he thought for civil rights, but he didn't have a plan after we got it. I also
Because we
thought,
never got it.
the whole thing about civil rights was being able to pull up and sit at their table. We didn't need to sit at their table.
Yeah, right.
We needed to sit at our own.
That was the differences. But
We
that's
needed
what
to
I'm
sit
saying.
at our own.
But that's
and I think that's where we got lost. So busy trying to be their friend,
Right.
and so busy trying to acclimate ourselves into their culture that we forgot who we were.
That's a great
and that's what the
point.
problem is
Was
now.
we busy trying to be their friends, or was we trying to be equal with them?
That's what
I
it
don't
was.
even think it was. We were trying to be
it was
equal,
equal.
but in
It
order
was-
to be
it
equal,
was
you got to be a
equality.
friend.
No, that's
In their eyes, in order to be equal, they needed you to be their friend.
Yeah, but I don't think
They didn't accept anybody that wasn't a friend to be equal.
outside of their eyes.
Did
I
you
don't-
hear Marlon sing? Ah, go ahead.
Outside of their eyes, I don't think we had to be their friend to be equal. I think he was fighting more just to be equal.
No, out of their eyes, we weren't even. Out of their eyes, we weren't even friends. We weren't even equals. Out of their eyes, we were economics.
But I don't.
And let me explain to you how we became how we got
I know
civil
you-
rights.
I-
We didn't get civil rights because they gave it to us because they wanted us to be equal. When they seen us boycotting and it was messing up their bottom line, and I'm gonna explain it to you this way. Big Mama got a restaurant here. She's selling fried chicken, catfish, collard greens, and yams. Okay, Sally Mae got a restaurant here. She's selling fried chicken, potato salad with no eggs in it, and string beans. Same street, black white street. Big Mama full every Friday night. Miss Sally's ain't full. She barely making it, but Big Mama making money every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Packed place. They said, well, why is she making money and she not? Well, all the black people can only go there. We only got 20 white people in the town. 20 of them coming here, the other 97 going to Big Mama's. Okay? How are we going to get that 97 to come over to Miss Sally's? Well, the integration, because they can't sit here. So if we tell them that we want to go, that they can come over here and now eat, out of curiosity, dangle the gold, we going to go over there to see what Sally had. Now, we going over there not because the food tastes good, because when we got there, the food ain't good. We going over there just to say, that's where I eat at now, because now we're feeling welcome.
You want to
Want to feel welcome.
You
But it wasn't had nothing to do with
Yeah,
equal,
but-
so now Big Mama closed down.
But I think what we missing too is Martin definitely. I feel you. Martin was definitely he got with it. He was ready to. He was ready to ball
and that's
at
why
the
they
end.
killed him.
He said-
And that's why they killed him.
Malcolm, and like that's what I said. They took out all of the people with power. Just like
The leaders are
let's
gone.
let's be real. Slavery still exists. It just transformed. Industrial slavery.
Never left.
No,
Mental
it's
slavery.
mental slavery now.
It's mental
That's all
slavery,
it is.
and that's the
The
I
worst.
feel like
That's
that's the
the
worst. But what I'm trying to say is, I think that even with our leaders now, think about it. Michael Jackson killed him. Prince took him out.
How you gonna kill Mike?
Bill Cosby tarnishes his history, his legacy. You feel me? So it's everybody who represented something, they take out. And then now you got these young people who coming in here with no type of knowledge about anything. Same thing with Tupac. And like a lot of people don't know, Tupac and Biggie was definitely onto something. Like that beef that they fake started
They had a plan
wasn't
together.
even real. They had a plan to put people in music industries and give people with so much talent, you know what I'm saying, levels and a platform to do it. And they was
And they
black
was-
owned.
Started this
You get what I'm saying? They started they took them out. So it's like every time we get to that type of level, they doing something. So my thing is like our people, our generation today, the problem is number one, we don't have the unity, right?
Unity's gone.
And like you said, it's about transforming every single person's mind back to that type of that diagram. That I'm saying
Which is,
download.
which is before we change to a new question, which is going to be that is a uphill battle because some people, young, older, are just extremely stuck in their ways. The greatest thing that these people have ever done to us was burn down Black Wall Street. When we didn't need them for nothing. We had our own banks, own bakeries, own postal workers, own teachers, own doctors. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, we had everything.
Eastern,
Happened in
every
a lot of
major
major cities.
city.
Happened in every major city.
It's disgusting to know that what we're up against, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like I said, it's an uphill war. And to be perfectly honest, it's not for everybody. Because you know what? Now we wanna be honest. Everybody, it's not gonna come. They just not. Everybody don't think the same.
Yeah.
They're not gonna come.
That's a fact.
Well,
but the Harriet said
every group that has ever made a progress or made change consists of maybe a dozen to 20 people. And then the rest is doing it. It was only a handful.
Listen,
it's always only been a handful.
If you want to talk biblical, so the original Bible was the Ethiopian Bible, right?
Yeah.
So like even when you talk about the story of Moses, you get what I'm saying? You talk about the story of Moses and you know what God said to him. And a lot of those people that were stuck in slavery with the Egyptians didn't want to leave slavery because they were scared. They were afraid. But I'm saying what Moses do. He let him away. But then, you know, there's people trying to talk him out of it. You know, God said, yo, what you listening to them for, bro? Listen to me. I told you this is what you're going to do. Don't worry about your enemies in front of you. Fear is always going to be. There's always going to be threat. But when you have the mind of people who do not want to leave their standing situation because of comfortability and because there is no their safety zone, we will never progress. We will never persevere. And that is the problem. That is the same exact problem today. People do not want to wake up. Yo, it's honestly, bro, since I changed my diet to being a vegan, since I became, I always was knowledgeable about stuff, but since I came over and then decided to participate in myself, it's hard to go back to that. A lot of people are scared of that. A lot of people don't want to deal with that because they're comfortable. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people are scared to change. They don't want to know. How many people, I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows somebody that do not want to leave the hood, who stay in the hood, who do not leave the hood, who have never seen outside.
Shout out to my Onyx, man.
You know what I'm saying? You've not seen it. Why? They play the block all day, right? You feel me? People don't understand, even with drugs. Like, yo, real drug dealers and gangsters, first of all, it was rules to being a gangster. I'm not killing no children or no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not robbing nobody, and this is my block. I'm protecting my territory. We're not doing no dumb shit. We're not bringing that shit. These little young boys don't have no respect. Yeah. They have no rules. And first of all, the point of selling drugs, even though it's bad, you sell drugs to your own people. You sell drugs to feed your family and to get the fuck up out the hood. You're not selling drugs to stay there. You know what I'm saying? People want to stay. And honestly, that's why everybody that do well, whether it's music, whatever, making money any type of way, they stay here, they get killed, bro. You leave. Think about everybody that's left. Everybody that's been successful that left. What happened? Let's talk. Michael B. Jordan. Where he at? L.A. Fat Boy. But see, he come back and give love, but he's gone.
Yeah, but see, a lot of them.
But what I'm saying is,
we got to talk about the guys that came from poverty areas. Like a lot of them, like Fat Boy came from poverty areas, but a lot of them came from. It's a difference from being in the hood and growing up in the hood. Yeah. Like I had friends who lived in the hood, but they wasn't from the ghetto. Yeah, you live here.
Went to school on the outskirts, like that.
I got friends.
Let's be
real. Hold on, we can break it down. Right, like so, you can be in the hood, right? You can go to school in the hood, but when you went out of school. Your mother got you in some type of acting, karate. You never did. Which is good though. I wish I would have had that because it never would have gave you a chance to get involved in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, some people after school, our bags are dropped. We in the ghetto.
Yeah, no, that's all day long.
Because
that's all you know. That's all you know.
You know that all day I'm in the hood.
That's all you know.
Man, niggas ain't even going home after school.
Nah, but
going to house curfew time.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a lack of. It's that identity, that lack of identity, that lack of tradition, the lack of family oriented. We don't have value, bro. If you talk about other cultures and stuff, what they learning at home is first of all, home is your first school. What they learning at home is mannerism. It's mannerism. It's simple shit.
For their
respect. Yes, respect for their parents. If you go to other like Japanese culture, up to the fifth grade, they don't even touch a textbook, bro. Everything is mannerism. It's mannerism, how to eat, etiquette, proper, with everything. That's what we lack. But that's what I'm saying. We don't want each other. You know why? Because we got we got people just having sex for sex, right? Having kids.
Word.
They're having a situation.
Yeah, having sex. Not even just situation, but not understanding.
Situation.
Not even understanding. Not even.
So you need that man to get violent.
No.
I need to get violent.
But see, I say that's a different topic.
Serious at the moment, though.
That's another topic. That's another episode. But seriously though, it's not even just situation. It's just having babies, and then you know what I'm saying, at a young age, you're not even ready to have a child. So now they having children, and they're not taking on the responsibility of children and leaving it up to their grandmother. Yeah, so now you got the mother. You got the mother always going out, ready to go out to the club, smoking miles in the house and shit like that. Then you got the father. He ain't doing shit. He ain't even there because he like 16, 15 years old. So it's a constant cycle being repeated.
It's a
over and over.
Generation has felt.
Our OGs felt us.
Felt
Well, have
us.
OGs. I ain't going with no OGs.
Yeah,
I'm talking about no OGs. That's what OGs was for. OGs was meant to give you game. Like, yo, young fella, this what you do.
I said we dropped the ball.
Like,
dropped the ball.
but it's not even just
No,
you.
but I'm
It's a
saying our
after you.
generation.
It's a generation
before.
after you.
No, our generation, it starts somewhere. And
Nah.
the generation that was born borderline civil rights, borderline freedom, dropped the ball because we were used to things that our parents wasn't used to. And we weren't taught how to handle it.
I understand
We weren't
that.
taught we weren't taught how not to go to the white for move from just going to the black water fountain to sharing a water fountain. That wasn't taught to us. It was like, you have these rights now, and what do we do with them? We don't know.
Yeah, I get it. So it's like you
didn't
grow up with that.
we had to find our way through.
You didn't
it.
grow up with that problem.
Yeah,
Right.
the structure.
Yeah, you can't teach somebody some shit you don't even know yourself.
The structure's
Right.
gone. So we're gonna move on to our next question. That was a very interesting question. I like you guys' answer. So we're gonna start with you, baby. We're gonna work our way down, Mr. Mike. So
Jesus.
we're gonna start. We're gonna do it right, sir, Jay. We're gonna say, question number 2.
It's getting real.
Should race play a part in relationships? Should you
I think love is love.
love it? So
Love
you-
Love conquers everything. Love defies everything.
That's on my
So
bucket
Love
list.
is love.
So when you say love is love, you mean in
Gotta
woman
get
on
right
woman
there.
as
Follow
well.
out.
I love is
I got
love.
to.
So
Love is love.
So you're not. So you're.
I
so,
gotta see what's
well, love
going
is
on,
love.
yo.
You're not. So you're for
I
interracial
gotta
marriage.
trust me. I gotta see what's going on.
I'm
before I
for,
go
okay,
out.
let me put it this way. Love is
can't
love
before
to
we.
me. I would prefer my black man find a black woman to love, but if he happens to find someone else that is loving him, I'm okay with that. Love is love. But I would prefer my black man to find a black woman
I
to
respect
share that love
I
with.
respect that.
However, now same as it, woman to woman, male to male. Love is love. It's hard in these days and all of this hatred to find that one person who is your soulmate, that person who is going to love you unconditionally, doesn't matter what you do or what you don't do. That is an amazing feeling.
Regardless of race, it's just.
And let me explain something to you. When you find that person, you won't even see all of that.
Yeah, color ain't gonna
You don't
matter
even
none
see
of
the
that
race.
shit.
You don't see the
There's no
sexuality. You don't see any of
That's a
that.
fact.
No, you don't. When your
I
heart
feel
is somewhere, you don't see any of that. That's why they said love conquers all love.
I mean,
But
what
you
you
ain't
say,
in love.
but it's not
Because
gonna
once you
affect
fall
how
in
you
love,
look at it.
Question that.
it could be a green bush.
Nah.
If you in love, you in
My
love.
thing is, okay, this is my thing for you, sis. So you believe that a white man will understand you as a black woman?
No, he may not. But a black man don't understand me as a black woman.
That's true. Black women don't understand.
A black woman I don't understand me sometimes. I look in the mirror and say, what the heck? Why I do that?
Crazy.
So, but that's the culture of growing
Crazy.
together, learning each other. Life is always love, life, relationship, situation. It's always a learning process.
Absolutely.
I don't know me 100%.
So basically, like you said, as long as you're more concerned with, as long as the person's happy, love is love.
As long as he's happy and being treated fairly, yes. As long as his heart and he's not being injured. Love never hurts. I don't care what anybody tells you. Love you don't have to work at. If somebody tell you gotta work at
I
it, no,
disagree.
you don't have to. No, I'm not saying hard work. Not hard work.
I'm not even talking
Love
about
is
that.
not
Not even that.
working
You
at
said
it.
love don't hurt.
Elaborate on that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna elaborate.
Hold on here.
Yeah.
I'm
Talk to
gonna
the
elaborate.
streets.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Talk to the
Love don't hurt.
streets, baby. Talk to the streets.
When you have an argument with your spouse,
Uh-huh.
or your significant other, whoever it is, and you're in love,
Yeah.
that argument should last there. It shouldn't go on a day or two.
So no
it should
grudges.
last
No
there.
grudges.
But
No, it should be, argue, do something in the kitchen. Y'all forgot what you was
But does
arguing
that-
about. Because it doesn't.
But
because
does
you have
that
you have a
that mean
disagreement.
it doesn't hurt though? Because we can have a disagreement. We can but
No, that doesn't hurt.
but what you said hurt me.
Okay, but that's not love.
Why is it not
You
love?
say.
Why is not love?
That's what you got.
I hear you.
That's not love. That's venom. That's anger. That's me being caught up
But it
and
still
have to
hurts.
lash out.
Nah,
That's not love because love is not going to let you. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
You get it.
I get what you're
Love
saying,
is
but
not
I
love.
What you say?
You're putting love with people do stupid things,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean
They
it's
say stupid.
they say
So
stupid.
they're not anger, right?
So it can be out of anger, but
But that
love
doesn't mean it
doesn't
doesn't
hurt.
hurt, though.
Nah,
No, it doesn't. You don't understand what I'm saying about a hurt. It's not a wound where you're gonna feel that.
Oh,
no. We can have.
Especially for women, certain things hurt to the core.
You can say, I can listen.
But you get over it. It should not hurt. It's still gonna hurt.
It takes time to spend. Hey, look.
Hold on,
You can be dating. No. You can be dating for years.
But that's not love. That's not hurt. That's not being hurt. That's telling the truth.
That's
If it's hurtful, then it's
So call it-
the truth hurts. Then it's truthful. It's not hurtful.
It hurt.
It still hurt.
The truth happens.
Hold on.
Watch, Betty. I can call this is real, Betty. I can call my sister fat. It's the truth. It hurts. She loves me. I'm her brother.
But that's a different type of love. That's a different.
No,
Your sister loving her brother loving.
And
I'm talking about if I'm in love with this.
If you love my fat, it would hurt you.
No, he do it all the time. He tell me I'm overweight.
You feel no, Betty, no. You see how he works? You see how he works? He said you overweight.
No, he said
Why you
no.
start to
He
say
tell me
overweight?
I'm
Fat is
pleasantly.
fat. That's what
No,
you
he
said.
tell me I'm pleasantly
Oh,
plump.
that's
He tell me I'm fat. But let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I'm saying he say that. But let me tell you why. Because I know
How many
this
years y'all got
man
in?
works in my best interest, and he's not going to
So
tell
it's
me
about
that
business with
that's
you.
not working in my best interest.
It's about business.
No, it's my best interest. If he can't be real with
Betty's
me,
over here.
you got what I'm saying? If he can't be real with me, you
Always
say taking
business,
her
never
as,
personal.
if she come out her mouth and say something crazy, and you sit up here saying about being, I'm hurt. Okay, it may hurt for a minute, but you're supposed to be able to, yeah, she right and laugh.
Because I'm a man, I can say that. Because we're men, we can take it. Because I'm a man.
I take it, man. I take it all the time.
But when a woman
That don't mean it don't hurt.
I just said something.
When you say some shit, when you say some shit that you know, when you say some shit that you know is gonna piss me off, or you say some shit that you know for the fact that you have a motherfucking belt, you need to close your fucking mouth. You know your words.
Kanye West.
Yo, we got
Calm down.
Wait, why she gotta close her mouth and she's saying something that's not true?
At some point in time, you need to know how to relax.
Exactly.
Well, at some point in time, maybe you need to absorb it
Hold on, Betty.
and just listen to it.
If I absorb it more than once, and you keep poking the
No,
bed.
watch this.
Come on now.
Betty, you can, like, okay, you can be in a relationship.
What you want me to do?
Watch this, man. You can be in a relationship and you can tell your husband, you can be playing like, get out of here, you got a little penis. It's the truth, but it hurts.
Damn.
No matter how hard he laughs,
Yeah,
it
but if
hurts.
it's the truth and that's what it is with him and you say it, y'all should already know that.
That don't mean it don't hurt. That don't mean it hurts. It still hurt.
Y'all should already know that. You still tell your husband he got a little penis, it still hurts. But my thing is, if he know he got a little one, why the hell would he get mad if I say something? He done convinced himself it's bigger than what it is.
No, he didn't. He accepted it. He accepted it.
It shouldn't hurt
He
then.
accepted
It shouldn't hurt.
it.
Because I'm disgusted that it's small.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
So
Listen.
the whole time he thought he was killing shit.
And you lied.
No, you should have just that's what I'm saying. There's no lie.
Soon you got mad. Soon you got mad,
But
baby.
there's
Soon
no
you got
lie.
mad.
If your husband, if you are having sexual relationships
Okay.
with your husband, and he has
Coming up
a small,
tremendously
he's
small.
not
He's beyond belief.
blessed
Crazy.
by God. He's not
Guys,
blessed.
not do it. That's genetics.
Before you get married, you and him will know this, and you have already changed the way you're doing things.
It depends.
So for you to get
But to
mad,
call him-
well then she's living a lie.
But to
And
call him-
she's lying. The relationship is a lie.
Okay, but
because
why?
if
Out of
I
love.
can be,
I'm loving
no,
him.
out of love,
She loves him.
love
And
don't
she
lie.
loves his money.
Love don't lie.
She loves his money.
Love don't
All
lie.
right, so like
Love don't
I'm glad
lie.
you said that.
So you tell the truth and you keep saying it's
front of
hurt,
the company.
but it shouldn't hurt. What I'm saying is
You tell
if
you
I
in front
get
of
into
the
an argument with you and I say something foul and And you may say I hurt your feelings, but I'm speaking my truth. And I say something foul to you.
It hurt, but it's
I expect you to come back and not walk around with that and say, look, this happened. This hurt me, or I'm feeling this kind of way with that, and we get over it. I'm not expecting you to walk around.
Now it's a routine. Y'all got premeditated thoughts. Y'all know what the fuck y'all be saying before y'all come out.
Kanye what?
He heard.
Calm down, Kanye. All right, hold on. Okay, so hold on. We got back. G.
So he got issues over there. He need therapy.
So when it comes to relationships, should race play a part? Can you be with a white woman?
Man, that's the question.
Can I be?
Love her.
Can I be?
He
with
just
a
said,
white
"Don't be
woman?
trying to tag team me."
When I was growing up, my mom was like, "Yo, I don't care what you do.
This was coming with a white woman.
Just don't come home with a white woman." You understand what I'm saying? That's how it was when I was coming up. Like, that's just being honest. My mother felt like it was enough black women out here. It was enough black queens out here to be like, "Hey, you can come home and marry a black queen." You
My mother
understand what I'm
said,
saying?
"Do you, man?"
Yeah, like it wasn't till
Whatever works for you.
my mom didn't even switch her mind. It wasn't until after I got married that my mom was like, "Well, if you would have married the white women, it would have been okay." But by that time, I was already married. But I asked her like, "Well, what was the difference between then and now?"
Yeah.
And what she said was, "Well, I wanted you to be happy. I wanted you to be with somebody that's going
Goes back to
treat you
happiness.
good. Somebody that's
Happiness over everything.
But as far as me, I always wanted to marry a black woman regardless, because I felt that way. I felt like
Respect.
I felt like it was enough black women out here that that wasn't being treated
Right.
right. I felt like
You can find
I felt like I knew I could find a black woman that I would be happy with. And all these black women out here, it's a black woman out here. It's gotta be one for you to love, for you to care about, for you to grow up with. You know what I mean? Like it's
Especially in
Atlanta.
You meet one, you fall in love, you find another one.
You know what I mean?
You
Like,
say especially in Atlanta.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, black
I'm saying white women not.
It's just a different type of thing. I just think that I'm not totally against dating a white woman.
So you don't play in the snow, you just want to live in it.
You don't
You don't play in the snow.
Crazy people.
It's too cold.
Put like this.
Too cold. I know it's too cold.
Let me put it like this. If I found a white woman just as good as my wife or as better, I wouldn't mind marrying a white woman.
I see your point.
You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like I know if I can find that in white, I can find it in black.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
just
all I'm
what it
saying.
is.
Okay, we're gonna say about me.
We're just gonna end it off like how it started. Love is love, man.
Okay, listen, we'll get to this. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is, right, I'm breaking the curse out here. I'm breaking the curse. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of these high-profile athletes. All these people want to marry outside their race. When you die, if you're a black man, you marry a white woman. When you die, that money does not go back into your race. It goes into hers because all the money is left to your wife. At the end of the day, my thing is, and my take on the world is, I have no problem with the white woman. More power to you. No problem at all. But me, I need for my kids to wake up and see their black mother in the bed with their black father. I need them to see that, because if you don't see that as a kid, you would think that my mom, my dad, he had all types of girls. No, I don't want all types of girls. I want one African American woman that is just for me, custom made. I like a tailor-made lifestyle. This thing of us going out of our way, and we're going out of our way to marry, to have the white man prize, that era for me is done. The era is done. It is a new era, and it's the new Black Panther, and his name is Shalil. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. At the end of the day, when I marry, we got all black.
And you know what's gonna be
All
fun?
black.
Because when you do marry, she's gonna be blonde hair, blue eyes. You gonna talk about, I don't know what I was talking about. That somebody keep this.
No,
Somebody
you
keep
keep
this.
this. I'm gonna say something.
Somebody record this, right?
The only person that's gonna have a white blonde hair, the only person who gonna have blonde hair and blue eyes on my goddamn wedding plan. That's about it. But they good wedding plan. But at the end of the day,
Hey, you want to
Black women too, bro.
yeah, they want
You gonna do that, go all the way
Nah,
back.
they want a little bit too much money. I had them
How
right.
you feel about it, Nice?
What go on here?
Like, how you
Love
feel?
is love with him.
Oh, love is love with
Yeah,
you.
she can be
Oh, it's
him
all
or ass,
good.
he don't give a
It
fuck.
don't matter what it is.
He wants the
Nah,
bag.
I get dumped. It's over.
Oh,
I'm going to Jersey.
So let me ask you a question. You love is love to you. If you get a domestic violence case with a white woman, think what happened to you? What is he mad at you, bro?
I'ma kill myself before they kill me.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotta go.
His ass be in somebody's Rikers Island for putting his finger on him.
He need therapy.
How you feel
Smoke
about
was
it,
good,
Jay?
baby.
He's
Jay.
hurt, baby.
He need therapy.
How I feel?
Come on, Jay, talk to the streets.
I think understanding.
Oh shit!
I think-
He about to get to it. Go ahead.
Let's go, Jay.
Listen, when it comes to spirituality, love has no color. Like she was
Facts.
saying, you know what I'm saying? I think love is the highest frequency, sex is the highest power and desire. So I think, when you combine those two, it's no. But I mean, me personally, being a human being, I definitely want my queen to be black. You know what I'm saying? I aspire for her.
Cause you know, white woman can't be queen.
I'm not saying that she can't, just not the queen for me.
Cut it out,
That's
bro.
not his queen.
Right, and the words my man Umar Johnson, cut it out, bro. No, she can't
You know
be.
what I'm saying?
But she
And-
can't be,
Just
bro.
not his
It's so
queen.
many spectrums. If you want to go scientifically, you know what I'm saying, DNA wise, you know what I'm
She
saying,
can't.
ain't nothing stronger than, you know what I'm saying,
Melanin.
you know what I mean?
Nothing.
But like I said, like if it just so happens to be me loving a white woman, that's what it comes down to. I can't control that. You can't control who you fall
Who
in
you
love
love?
with.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't control that. You have no control over that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is designed by, you know what I'm saying, the source, then that's what it is. But I believe in black love. That's me personally.
Yeah, and just to be frank with everybody, like I said, it's personal perspective, right? It's just our personal, perspectives on everything. Like I said, white women, to me, they are amazing. I do like them, but for, like my man Jordan said, I just prefer, black love. I prefer my woman to be. I just feel like she understands me more. Like if I come home and I say, it was a traffic stop and this is what happened. She can, they can't. They just can't.
Like, oh, babe.
They just can't understand what like me be thrown in a hot hood. They just can't understand it. No matter how much you love me, you can't understand it, and it's hard. To love someone who oppressed my people for so many years, someone's great. It's hard. It's hard. Y'all talk about some, like love is love when that's your personal preference. To me,
Nah, it ain't even that. Cause you
my love is
no.
my phone
Cause you Cause you got certain kids who are like somewhat like born into wealthy families and they living that type of suburb life and they born from the jump going to school with white kids this and the third. There's nothing wrong with no racism.
I see that all the time.
And
I understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I said.
And
That's
they
their
fuck
personal
around.
preference. 'Cause that's all they know.
A white girl start liking him, he start liking her, and it's completely normal. It's nothing. They see nothing wrong with that. You feel me? That's not even a preference. That's just what they're around.
But think about it. It's nothing wrong with that because that's all they know.
But
That's their personal preference.
that's
That's all they
with
know.
love.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But usually
Love.
Usually when you fall in love with someone, the person that you fall in love with is usually, I don't know how to put it, in your
Opposite.
captive circle. You know what I'm saying?
You said
It's usually
Oh,
your
that
person
is.
that you fall. Most people, like you said, you got people that don't never leave the hood. So the person that they fall in love with most likely is from that hood area because they never left that sector.
I might be a fell in love with a white girl in
It's
college.
usually your environment somewhat dictates who you fall in
I
love
don't
with.
know. That
To a certain degree, if you never left that environment. You know what I'm saying?
In most cases,
If you
I
have an
understand
experience outside of Newark,
yeah.
Essex
I feel like-
County,
I
you're
feel
gonna fall in love with somebody.
I feel like-
But now you go to California, you're like, oh, wait a
Shit,
minute.
I'm in love.
Exactly.
Nah,
you know what I'm
shit
saying?
happens like that. You see people who meet people for the first time, like, damn, it just clicked. It's just like, I recognize your soul. And your soul recognize me, and it just happens.
So that's why I'm telling you, Shalil, you just been around here. You don't know what's gonna happen when you go up to California.
No. That's one thing. All I'm saying is this, right? When it comes to women, like I said, I done been all over the world, and I would say that it is a large variety of beautiful women all over the world. I have seen nothing better than black. I have seen no. I'm sorry. Even when I went to the Bahamas, when you went to Barbados, when you went to Mexico, I've seen.
Our
When I
black
went to
women are
Caribbean,
Cozumel
out here. Like I
That's
said,
just
all
what it
over the
is.
East Coast, but it's nothing.
Quick question, but does she get a break if she been riding with you from the very beginning?
Wait, what's going on?
Hold on.
A white woman.
Does she get a break?
Does she get a break?
Why she ride him?
They can't know.
I'm just saying.
My man, DMX, they can't even get in the car, bro.
Oh, they can't even get in the car.
And I don't want you around me.
Cause look, cause you know my man for power, he got a white wife. He got a lot of Amari. Yeah, he got a white wife. Now he caught a lot of flack.
I'm gonna tell you something now. Listen, everybody turn their cameras around. Listen, I don't care what great things a man did in this world. Your greatest contribution you can make in this world is marrying a white woman. I mean, marrying a black woman. That's your
Marrying a
greatest
white
contribution.
woman.
Now you said Tay Diggs. Did you
Marrying
hear
a
your
white
feelings that Tay
woman.
Diggs had a white wife?
I knew
Oh,
you
you
was a
ain't care.
genius.
Oh, okay.
That's the great. I don't care what. I don't care what a man did for the
They
for
say
his
you wanna
people.
change your
I don't care how much you
culture.
might do.
I
Your
agree.
greatest contribution you can do as a black man is marry a
Guys,
black woman.
No, listen. It's black women who marry old white men.
Yo,
Who marry
that's
older.
for a trip to
Man,
Miami.
for the
For a
money.
trip to
That's
Miami.
That's for the money.
You see the
For a
dude?
trip to
It don't
Miami.
matter
You see
what
the
it
dude
is.
Eve married to?
Wait, so you don't think white women do that?
No, he's a Russian billionaire.
See
You
the dude
think
Eve married to?
You don't think
Oh
Kim
my
Kardashian
God,
did that?
caught it. How she
You
met
think
that
Kim
dude?
Kardashian did that? She did the same thing. Think about the people.
She was
that-
already rich though.
No, but she was rich. But I'm saying, but it was more than just money. It was
She
to
was
keep her
alright.
money flowing, and it was to keep her publicity up.
Think about it. She's
what
rich.
else?
Kanye got money. So when Kanye died, you know that money going to her rich. That's all it is. Like, okay,
Why don't
he's
just
wealthy.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
wealthy.
Yo, bro,
He's
listen,
wealthy.
bro.
North,
Women do the
South,
same
and West.
thing.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, bro. She gonna take that money and do what she want.
But why, okay, then.
got her
okay,
own bag.
but okay, then I'm gonna
That shit
put it
gets
to.
spread out
I know
to the
you getting
kids.
ready
I mean,
to
she gonna
sit
get
down,
kids,
but
but you got a kid,
my
bro.
question is, you made that statement that makes you sick. But why do men do that? Outside of them trying to get the prize, what makes? I guess what my question is to you, being a black male, why do you consider, or why do black men consider that a prize?
Well, what's going on
I mean,
here?
what
You
is the
talking about marrying a
makeup
white woman?
here? What is the you got what I'm saying? What is,
I'm gonna tell you.
What is the
I'm gonna tell you.
makeup
I'm gonna tell
of
you.
them considering that that's a
I'm
prize?
gonna tell you, we have been,
Yo,
as
what?
black men, we have been so degraded from the beginning of time of slavery. You are nothing. This is what they make you seem. You are nothing. They make you seem the white man is so superior. So superior. So what? So let's take the woman out of it. Let's play now. Okay, I'm a black man. I'm nothing if I don't have a BMW. Right? I don't drive a BM. I'm nothing. I don't have a good job. Right? The black woman will denounce me. Oh, I don't make enough money. I don't make enough money like the white man make bank. I'm nothing. See, this is an economic game we're playing at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, when I'm rich and I am a superstar, now I'm looking like, damn, all the black girls used to call me corny. I was nobody. I was nobody.
Remember them
They
yellows
used to
you
call,
cut,
they used to
right?
call me corny. I couldn't, black girl wouldn't even look at me when I was
But I
working
love all women.
at the post office. Now,
I'm with you. You know
I'm
the
a
shit.
high profile athlete. I don't see you
all
neither.
hail the queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, from me, the P.O.V. podcast, my co-host Najee Carter, God bless, good night, and oh yeah, stick with the ones that stick for you.